Yassas and welcome to GRTV Kitchen. I'm Tina Sofos and I'm here at a very busy restaurant called Four Doors here in Mill Park, Melbourne. And with me is one of the great chefs, Nick. Welcome, Nick, to GRTV Kitchen.
Thanks, Tina. I don't know about great, but we try our best.
Well, in my eyes, you are.
Oh, geez. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. Now tell me, what are you planning to make for us today?
So today there's a bit of a craze going on with the doughnuts. So we make the really good traditional ones here that do take a while, and there's a little bit of a work to it, and they're all handmade.
And I must say, are fabulous. Every time I come here, that's the first thing I have.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot. So we're going to do something that customers can have at home that's a little bit similar, but without so much effort. So they only take about 10-15 minutes, but they're really, really nice. So
10-15 minutes? How can you make donuts in 10-15 minutes?
Well, that's the secret we're going to show you today. We're even going to do a gluten-free version, and there's no yeast, so it's really, really healthy. And well, for donuts, it's healthy, but no preservatives, all natural flavors, so it should be really good.
Sounds wonderful. And the Greeks make donuts as well. They're called lukumathas, but they're made with yeast, and they take a little bit longer than 10-15 minutes. So I'm looking forward to making these and eating them too.
Yeah, and you know what, Tina? I tell you what. At my partner's looking, I'm going to offer, especially just for GRTV Kitchen, anyone that comes in for breakfast, lunch or dinner, mentions that they watch the show, I'll give them a free serve of these donuts so they can try them.
Can you see why he's such a great chef? So anyone that comes in for breakfast, lunch or dinner just mentions that they watch GRTV Kitchen and gets a fabulous serving of these donuts filled with ricotta. Let's get cooking. We're in the kitchen and we're making donuts. Now, Nick, what are the ingredients for these 10-minute donuts?
Okay, so today we're going to use, we've got two flours. One's a gluten-free that we sell here, and the other one is normal plain flour. And then we've got ricotta, a bit of honey, some baking powder, sugar, 1 egg. We've also got some Belgian chocolate, some fresh cream, and that makes the sauce.
Oh, a special chocolate sauce too. Yeah. Let's get cooking.
Okay, Tina, the first thing we need to do is get the cream on for our sauce. So just get some normal pouring cream, put it in our saucepan. I'll just make a little bit so we can see what it's like. Just turn that on. So I'll do the plain flour one, and then I've also made a gluten-free version so we can see a little bit of difference, but you'll be surprised, it's quite similar.
So basically you're substituting the plain flour for gluten-free?
Yeah, so it's just a different flour for people with allergies or dietary requirements. So I've got the sugar. It's really simple. We're just adding everything in.
Okay.
So
all the dry ingredients together.
All the dry ingredients. Add your egg. I like to add a little bit of honey for flavour, and then you simply just mix it up.
This is very easy. Just a one-pot mix.
Yeah, and then I'm also got some milk.
That's the main ingredient, isn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't say main ingredient, but milk I tend to add by eye, so depending on how dry. Flour's not very 100%. Flour can be a bit different depending on the time of the year. Sometimes it'll take more water, sometimes it'll take less liquid, sorry. So you've just sort of got to do a little bit by eye. You want a consistency like, I guess, a nice cake batter.
I understand. So if you left it for about 10 minutes to rest?
If you leave it for 10 minutes, it'll definitely relax down and will be nice and soft and more like a donut instead of like a bread dough.
Nice fluffy donuts.
Yeah. Okay, so now our cream's ready. So we'll just take this off the heat, bring it here. We're just going to add our chocolate. You can never have enough chocolate, eh? And then we'll mix this up so it doesn't burn. You shouldn't have to add any more heat. This chocolate melts pretty easy. You can use normal chocolate, just a Cadbury's or something like that. It does work, but if you want a really nice, rich flavour, the Belgium stuff's really good.
Good quality chocolate.
Quality, yeah. So that's all smooth now, and that's a nice sauce. Very simple, very easy.
Very beautiful and silky.
So it's very important when you're doing gluten-free to not mix any of the products, because some people can really make them sick. So I'll get another set of spoons off Cameron, my trusty apprentice. And
Spoons? Are you going to play the spoons?
we're going to do a Cornell, and thanks Cameron, champion. So we're going to do a Cornell, which is a...
Now you're being all fancy on me, Nick. What's a Cornell?
Cornell is just the shape. It's a French term. It's just to keep a shape. You use the 2 spoons. You don't have to do it like this, but for me it's a good way to keep the size all uniform, because they do cook. You can't make them too big or they won't cook all the way through. So it's a 3-sided shape, and then you simply drop it in like this, and then you just can do it again.
So we've got hot oil.
Yeah, so the oil
boiling.
About 180. Normal ones.
Do you think with normal flour they fluff up a little bit more or not?
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference between the gluten-free and the normal plain flour.
Well, that's why you've got to be careful when we plate them up, so we know that the gluten-free is going to the gluten-free people. We don't want to get anyone sick. So there's the normal one as well. And
looks great. It looks great because you're not compromising on quality and texture. So
you'll be surprised. The gluten-free is very good. It's very hard to tell the difference.
Oh, yum. Thank you, Nick. These look fantastic. Now, I can't believe they only took not even 10 minutes to make, and that you've inspired me that I'm going to go home and make these and recreate them.
Well, I hope you do, and that's what we want to do. I want to inspire everyone to realise that cooking's not such a chore, and they can have some fun with it, and all you need to do is follow the steps, and you should be able to do this in under 10 minutes easy.
Now, does the offer still apply, what you offered early on?
Yeah, it does. I'll probably get in a bit of trouble, but if you come in for a breakfast, lunch or dinner, mention GRTV Kitchen, I'll make sure that you get a bowl of these donuts.
Complimentary bowl of donuts when you come in for breakfast, lunch or dinner here at Four Doors, and mention that you watch GRTV Kitchen. You're going to receive this yummy bowl of donuts with ricotta. On behalf of Four Doors and GRTV Kitchen, till next time, keep cooking.
Keep cooking.